We've got some Superman Man of Tomorrow news on this January 2nd edition of Movie News Daily. Let's get into it. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Welcome back into JC's Movies, where you can see all kind of movie and TV show content with me, JC, here today for our second edition here on January 2nd of Movie News Daily, your new source for Monday through Friday movie news. We're bringing you this every day of the week there, 5 days a week. Wrapping up this week here on January 2nd, of course, and perfect timing as well because we get James Gunn talking a little bit about Superman Man of Tomorrow. We can highlight that in here and a couple other little fun things here to finish out on this Friday. Appreciate you guys tuning into this one. If you haven't, be sure to subscribe here to the channel if you love talking movies. We're going to talk superhero movies. We're going to talk horror movies. We're going to talk comedy movies. We'll be covering the DCU, obviously, as you can see in my excitement, getting excited for this James Gunn news that came out today on Variety. So that's what, I like to talk about here. So if those things are up your alley, just be sure to hit that subscribe button. And if you're in here watching the video, hit that thumbs up button. Help us out that way as well, if you would. Really appreciate it. So no further ado, let's get into Movie News Daily. All right, so this comes from a Variety article, actually really lengthy article here, a lot in here from James Gunn, but I wanted to highlight what he said when he was asked about Man of Tomorrow, actually. All right, so here it is. He's asked, what can you tell us about Man of Tomorrow? And he gives this quote. At its core, it's about Clark and Lex. I relate to both of them. I relate to Lex's ambition and obsession, minus the murder, and I relate to Superman's belief in people, his Midwestern values. There are two sides of me, which I think a lot of people can see, different sides of their personality in those two characters. I think that's why they've always been so compelling. And, I think Smallville did a great job of showcasing that. And I know Nicholas Hoult and David Cornsweet are both fans of Smallville. I think they're maybe bringing a little bit of that aspect to the, now adult version of the characters that we're getting here in the DCU. I like their portrayals thus far, and I was someone that wasn't a Nicholas Hoult fan, so I was surprised that I enjoyed it, and I'm really can't wait to see what happens with them essentially looking like they're going to have to work together a little bit here in Man of Tomorrow. I'm interested to see how that turns out, but love that we get a little bit of info on it here from James Gunn. Just gets me a little bit more excited, man. All the fun stuff coming in the DCU. Can't wait to cover it here on JC's Movies. Supergirl this year, Lanterns this year, and then Man of Tomorrow in 2027. Oh, it's going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of fun stuff coming in the DCU, and glad to get just a little tidbit of info there. Just wet our whistle a little bit, James Gunn, with some Man of Tomorrow news. And then we don't have a ton else today. Just some dates for awards season, some TV show release dates, a little bit of info on some book to movie adaptations coming out. We'll start there with the book to movie adaptations for people that enjoy that. Here are some that are coming out in 2026. These next three pieces here, all from Deadline. We got Wuthering Heights coming out for those that were a fan of that book. Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover. Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. I am going to have to watch that one. I've heard good things. Devil Wears Prada sequel coming out as well, based on that book. Of course, The Odyssey, Chris Nolan making that. The Dog Stars by Peter Heller. Another one by Colleen Hoover called Verity. And Remain by M. Night Shyamalan and Nicholas Sparks. I did not know they collaborated on a book, and now they got a movie coming out about it. Interesting. The Hunger Games, of course. The Magician's Nephew, Dune 3, that's the one I'm most hyped for right there for sure. And then they have a list of movies in the making. I won't roll through all those because those are the only ones that we know that are officially coming out in 2026 right there. All right, then also from Deadline, it's after the first of the year. That means we're rolling up and approaching awards season. So here are some dates to look for if you like watching those. Mainly for me, it's just the Oscars, and my wife likes to watch the Grammys, so we'll tune into both of those. But here are the dates this year. And we're just going to hit the bigger ones here. The Golden Globes, January 11th this year. Oscar nominations come out January 22nd. So towards the end of this month, we'll get to talk about the Oscar noms. The Grammys are February 1st this year. And I don't know why it's not showing up here, but I believe the Oscars are March 2nd this year. And then you go down the Tony Awards, June 7th. The BET Awards, June 14th. Primetime Emmy nominations July 8th. The ESPYs are on July 15th. MTV Music Video Awards September 6th. And then the Primetime Emmys September 14th to wrap up 2026 awards season. And then here's a good list. If you were like me, I watched a lot of TV series in 2025. I'm going to try and get back more into movies. But man, there was a lot of good TV in 2025. I think I watched more TV than movies almost. But 2026, 31 of the most anticipated new and returning scripted shows, according to Deadline here. We got Industry Season 4 on Max, January 11th. Ponies on Peacock, January 15th. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, HBO Max, January 18th. Wonder Man debuts on Disney Plus January 27th. I have to check that one out. Shrinking Season 3 on Apple TV January 28th. Bridgerton Season 4, Netflix January 29th. The Burbs. Okay, they're turning The Burbs into a series on Peacock February 8th. Interesting. I'm going to have to check that out. I love the movie The Burbs, man. Might call for us to review The Burbs on the channel before that comes out. We'll see. The Night Agent Season 3 on Netflix February 19th. The Last Thing He Told Me Season 2 on Apple TV February 20th. This one's the one I've been waiting on. Let's go. Paradise Season 2 on Hulu, February 23rd. If you didn't watch the first season of Paradise, go do it, man. Might have been the best show I watched all last year. Why Marshals on March 1st on CBS. Outlander for Season 8 on Starz March 6th. Scarpetta on Prime Video March 11th. One Piece Season 2 on March 20th on Netflix. Rooster on March and HBO Max. Your Friends and Neighbors Season 2 on Apple TV April 3rd. Season 5 of The Boys on Prime, April 8th, man. That's another one. That's probably, it's right up there with, Paradise was my favorite, but this is, the culmination of The Boys. So this is going to be big as well. It's going to be big also. April 8th. The Malcolm in the Middle reboot. Life's Still Unfair on Hulu, April 10th. Margot's Got Money Troubles on Apple TV, April 15th. Season 3 of Euphoria is on HBO Max in April. The Testament is on Hulu in April. Little House on the Prairie is coming on Netflix, but it's to be announced. And Avatar The Last Airbender Season 2, also to be announced on Netflix. So there it is. To me, the most exciting thing, obviously, the DCU news, little talk of Superman Man of Tomorrow from James Gunn. But I like hearing about some upcoming things coming in 2026, which we'll continue to talk about some of those projects, the TV shows and movies throughout the year here on the channel. So like I said, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to talk movies with me here. I always appreciate that. And throw your thoughts in the comment section on any of the stories or maybe anything you want to talk about there that's upcoming movie news-wise or TV show news. Always appreciate those interactions. They help grow the channel here on JC's Movies. Just like I appreciate you tuning into this one, and I will catch you on the next one.